All right, guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Cooking with Love. And this week is gonna be super funny because I have a lady here. I know she do her interview. She's been doing so much. She have a album coming out. She have a movie deal coming out. She does interviews. She talk to all the people on the platform, from artists to movie stars. She all over the place, just doing so much. And she's also a radio host and a lot. And I tell you, she's a part of the VP family. This is crazy. Richard Lou, the whole family. Queen Brahma is in the building, but I wonder if she can cook. You think she can cook? All right, guys, so now we're back. And like I tell you, Queen Brahma is in the building, and this lady says she can cook. I'm not gonna make her no wait anymore, so I'm gonna bring her on right now. Queen, that's what I'm talking about. No. It's a pleasure having you here. That's what I'm talking about.
Just touched down in the airport.
Put you under pressure. So we're gonna cook something, and we're gonna have a great conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
I'm looking forward to the conversation more than the cooking still.
What are cooking? All right. You ready for some well cook?
Yes.
All right. Ready for the drum roll? Give me a drum roll.
So we are coming with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reaping, we coursing on full. Oh, in a rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks that we need it the most. We have to give thanks that we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey. Earnings are just for the plus. Gratitude is a must. Blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast with the friends that take off every load. One time things sit down in a class and we board. Then we set the road and we go on with the road. Third promise and I'm retired thing. And you know it found out to be a fire thing. Now up on stage with critics I sing. Yeah, see me all diggy soon get the higher ring like hello brother.
Teach me that one. Hey.
Alright, next dance. I always dance on cooties. You are watching Cooking with Love. Keep it locked.
Alright, guys, so now we're back. I am so sorry I had to do that to you.
So we can't listen, I was sweating.
You were sweating?
I was like, no. I was trying to be a Gino. I was trying to stand up, but I couldn't.
When you watch him looking at you and he's squinting and all of that.
That's one of my biggest, oh my God. I can't do reptiles. I can't.
Have you ever touched one before? A frog?
Well, when I was getting inducted to Representative for the Hall, Blessed for myself, maroon and gold, at UWI Mona, we had to hold a bag of frogs.
Wow.
So oh no, you're bringing me back. That was the most terrifying thing about induction for me.
Yes.
I cannot do frogs. If I see it right there, we're going to have to go all the way to Bronx or something because I cannot.
You know what's so funny? Because even in Jamaica, I know in Jamaica, them throw salt from the frog and then kick them all over the place and all of that. Here in America, and especially certain country, especially when you go down Chinatown, to them that's like chicken. You go there and they buy them, throw them in the bag, cut it, clean it. So you never had spring chicken before?
No, but I try not to. I don't eat Chinese,
Oh, you don't eat Chinese because what? You're not sure of what it is. So you don't eat spring chicken?
No, I don't even eat Chinese food because I'm not sure.
You're not sure what is inside there?
No, I don't bother with that.
You see, that's what it is because some country, even here, I know in the Philippines, the same that we call here in America a nice little pet or a chihuahua or a little puppy. Mm-hmm. In the Philippines, that's a native dish. So don't carry your dog out Philippines. Thai food is a little bit different. Thai food, they do traditional chicken, beef, and so forth. But also you gotta remember, if you go to Thailand and you go to their country, what we would consider like The mice you see in train station, the rat, them they're the mice. In some country, you go and they buy them in the supermarket, clean, looking nice and pretty. So food everywhere is different because there's food in Jamaica that we eat that they don't eat here. You know, and it's the same thing that you have in Jamaica, and they come here and be like, "When I eat that."
No.
Yeah.
Everybody eat oxtail.
Everybody eat oxtail like curry goat. All right. What about lobster? How you like to make lobster?
Me, no. I like to just take it out of the shell. I know that most chefs say you have to keep it in the shell to keep the flavor, but I like to take it out because it's easier, and I would just curry it or probably do some butter shrimp, lobster something. But I love lobster shrimp.
Nice, that's what I'm talking about. But you're from Montego Bay, right? Where in Montego Bay are you from?
So I grew up in a place they call Paradise Row.
Oh, nice.
Most people just call it Gully, not Gully.
Not Gully.
Yes. So.
Oh, which part of Montego Bay is that?
That's in the town.
That's in the, oh.
So I live, you know where the KFC is? That big KFC, I live like close to there, like right across from the post office. So I live right in the town.
Montegonian in the building.
Yeah.
Guys, and we're going to find out if she can cook. But before we even go into this, don't go anywhere. Which one of the latest interview you just did? You just did an interview with, who you just interviewed recently that you'd want them to go and check out?
Busy Signal, definitely.
Busy Signal. Oh yes, the one for the album release?
Yes.
Yeah, that one was nice. I saw it on the rhythm. Go and check that out and we'll soon come back. We'll there up on the rhythm. Soon come back. Cooking with Love, crazy. Sorry, my friend.
Yeah, this is Busy Signal and you're checking out VP on the rhythm. Peace.
Many exciting things happening on this episode of OTR.
Yes.
And we have a special guest in studio with us. You hear us talk about him so many times. Always busy. Busy Signal is here.
Definitely. Welcome to OTR Studios, man. I feel like he's part of the show that we talk about him so much. Every episode, right? But he's here. Parts of the puzzle is out right now. So if you haven't gotten a chance to stream it, buy it, you need to go do that right now. But man, it's here, man.
Mad. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, respect, man.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
Thank you for taking time out to stop by OTR. We definitely appreciate that. But we'll get right into it.
Straight.
Did you always know you're going to be famous?
No.
No, you never ever think say like this would be you touring, doing all this music. Was there any thought to that?
No, we always started from humble beginnings. We started in the church. My mom, my granddad, the first place I held a microphone was in church. First place saw what was like musical instrument was in church. And then, from there to the school and beating on the desk and all these things. But in terms of to be right here where I'm at now and where I'm going, never thought of that.
So when you said step out,
oh my God, step out from this everything get out.
Parts of the puzzle.
Fourth.
Guys, welcome back. Cooking with Love. And like I tell you guys, we're going to be doing a lobster dish because she claims she loves lobster and she loves to cook it. So we're going to do a lobster dish and we're going to be doing a coconut curry lobster.
Ooh.
Yeah, you ever done that before?
Sounds lovely, no.
You never done that? All right. So we're going to do it together and we're going to work together as a team. So in the meantime, you say normally when you do lobster, you ever crack it open and pull them apart?
But I don't do the whole thing, I will just get the arms. I just get these.
You get it. So you never actually
No.
All right, now make you have the honor of doing that. Just kind of take him up and do your thing. All right, guys. So while we're doing that, oh wow, nice. Looks good. This is actually more the part that we're gonna use.
This part?
This part. This is the part that we're gonna use. So while we're doing that, I'm gonna start taking out some of the meat and put it together. Tell me a little bit more about your platform. And I know on VP Records right now, you're with VP Records and you do, all right, let me give you this part that's a little bit more nice. And you can just use the spoon and just take out the meat. In the meanwhile, and I will take care of this. Yeah, so at VP Records, you have this new show that just started VP Record. You and your, what's his name, the co-host?
Kevin Crown.
Kevin Crown. Oh, real nice, real funny. And the concept of that show now, how did it come about?
So, I took a quick hiatus from media.
I realized that because I haven't seen you in a minute.
And you know, I was stuck doing another career.
Okay.
And they decided to do a show. Well, Jennifer Valentine.
Yes.
She is the public relations manager at VP Records, and she decided to do a live show based on her newsletter that she does every week.
Okay.
And they decided to do On the Rhythm. So they had auditions. Trust me, some rigorous auditions.
Wow.
Tough competition, but you know, I was chosen along with Kevin Crown to host this monthly
super funny dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And we basically talk about everything VP Records. VP celebrated 40 years this year.
Okay, nice.
So they did a lot of events and stuff, and we also interviewed the artists, of course.
Oh.
And it gives me all access to all the events and gives the listeners, the viewers rather, access to all the events happening at VP.
Yeah, and the good thing with that too, it actually keep up with what's going on and what the artists have new coming out. Because the one you did with Busy Signal, the album release, that one was really, really good. I definitely enjoy it. Yeah, how's the album doing? Because I know he's been super busy.
He's always busy.
Yeah, Busy Signal.
That's why I named it Busy
Signal.
But part of the puzzle is going on real nicely.
Yes.
So we're going to sprinkle some stuff
sprinkle some stuff on it and get the season going. In the meanwhile, while we're doing this, like I said, we're doing our coconut curry lobster. We're going to put some oil in to get hot while we're seasoning this up.
So you see, if this doesn't come out right, it's the spear that you just gave me. That's what happened.
No, man, it's all right, man.
My finger's not working properly. You understand?
Yeah, just be generous with the seasoning. You know, we like to cook with flavor. We're all Caribbean folks, and we like our food to be flavorful. And we're gonna put some Scotch bonnet pepper. You're also into fashion, because I see you at a lot of fashion shows and so forth.
Yeah, I like the fashion.
Yeah,
I try.
Can't tell.
I try.
Doesn't tell.
But it's all rounded. My aim is, well, I really love music.
Yes.
Dancehall and reggae music. I've fallen in love with Afrobeats as well. I listen to Afrobeats heavy.
Nice.
But I'm so in love with the culture.
Okay.
So the aim is to just bring out everything Caribbean, everything Jamaican.
Nice.
It's to infect the world all over again.
All over again.
And to remind them why they're in love with us and they can't get enough of us.
Yeah.
So that's the aim. So anywhere Jamaicanness is, I'm there. So if it's the jewelry, if it's the clothes, if it's the music, I just see the oil pop.
Yeah. At the Jerk Festival. Guys, keep it locked. I don't go nowhere. But in the meantime, go on, do your thing and massage this down and marinate this. Rub up the curry into it. The curry paste.
So that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Yeah, nice.
So for me, I would like burn the curry in the oil.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, chef, that look good, you know. You're going with things there, so you know. You're big chef. You're big chef.
If it's spoiled, remember,
Yeah.
is you kind of offset me.
Offset the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything good, man. So, I wonder if she's single, guys. So tell us what's going on. Because I know you post a lot. I see a lot around, a lot of guys hug up and so forth.
I'm crying.
Wow, yeah? Where's the chef? Yeah, put me up on the spot, someone.
You know, we have to keep the personal life private sometimes.
That's
you know?
what, yeah, because I think she's single, you know, because a long time I admire this young lady.
I'm
you know, see, a long time we come from, a far way I come
Far
from.
way I come from.
When I say, we come from far.
Very far.
Guys, listen, this is looking real good. So now your pot is nice and hot.
Yeah.
You're gonna pour that out. And in the meantime, but tell us what's going on, because I hear that you're coming out in the new 007. Are you starting a new
You know
007
what?
movie?
They did contact me, but I told them, I can't. I
You,
can't right
you
now.
can't. Yeah, they're like
Have
super
too
busy.
much. I
You're
have
super-
too much going on.
Oh,
Going on.
that's what I'm talking about. But you do so much and you give back to the community and you interact with a lot of kids and a lot of teenagers and motivate, even though you're young yourself, you're what, like 21, 22?
Oh, yes. I'm 21. I've been 21 for many years.
That's
And I
it.
tend to stay that way. But currently, most of my work, apart from in media, right?
Yes.
I'm in a financial space right now. I work for financial institutions. So
Okay.
a lot of the knowledge I'm imparting now on our youth when I get a chance to interact with them is about finances.
Okay.
Becoming financially independent.
Yes.
So, that is a big part. Sometimes I'm like, how did I end up in this space? Like, I love the arts.
Yes.
And the fluorescent light sometimes gets to me. But I think that's the purpose, for me to get the knowledge so I can impart it along with the entertainment side of things, the fun, music, all that stuff. And, I'm really good interacting with you if they listen.
Yes.
So...
But one thing that I know about you, you're a people person. Is it the way you were brought up, or you're always into the spotlight? Where someone was asking me the other day, like, Chef, as soon as the camera turn on, it's like you just go crazy. Yeah, is it kind of like that? Or are you always the bubbly one in the family, running around doing all the crazy stuff?
Funny enough, my family used to call me the mayor of Mobay, because like when I used to go into the town, I would stop so many times. Even at UA, my friends would hate walking with me, because if I'm supposed to get from here to there in 5 minutes, it's going to take me half hour, because I'm going to stop and talk to every single person. And they're like, I don't understand. Why is it that you need to be stopping? But that's just how I am.
That's how you are.
I'm a people person. I'm a hermit too. Funny enough,
nice.
I like to be at home and enclosed, but at the same time, when I come out, I'm a social bubble. When the camera gets on, it's like a different person.
It's a different person.
For as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be in front of the camera. So
Yeah.
follows me.
Motivation and inspiration to some of the youths that are coming up right now. What would you have to tell them regarding stay persistent in their dreams and whatever they believe that they want to become? Because the road for you wasn't easy, and it's probably still not easy, because you still have your challenges, you still have your naysayer, you still have your doubts in people who you think would have your back and give support. That's not. What kind of advice would you have to give to them so they don't give up? They just keep pushing on and doing their thing.
So, what I would tell them is, what I would say to you right now is, what you want is of most importance. And you don't need to outshine anybody or compete with anybody to get what you are to get. Because once it's yours, it's yours. It's written in the book, it's yours.
Nice.
Now you just have to stay focused. You have to keep the drive. You have to, once you find something that you're passionate about, anytime when you feel overwhelmed, the passion will refuel you. Somehow we need somebody to kind of motivate you.
Yes.
And some of us can just go on our own.
Yes.
However, you need to find out which person you are and surround yourself with people that make you feel happy to be alive, who make you yearn for success.
Nice.
And whatever it is that you have to do in your personal time to keep you motivated, you have to do that. Because when I tell you sometimes I don't feel like, this is it, I can't do
You
it.
can't do this.
Or probably I want too much. But sometimes I say, God, why you make me like this?
Yes.
Why I couldn't be normal, want a normal life with a normal family?
Yes.
Why I have to have all these big dreams and aspirations?
Yes.
But that's just how I was made. And I can't get away from it. So if that's how you were made, you know it. You feel it in your being.
Yeah.
Don't lose that.
Yes.
Don't lose your passion. Don't lose hope. And work hard. You have to work hard. You have to stay committed.
Nice. You got it. Yeah, you got consistency is key. Because number one, just like I say, you have to believe in yourself more than anyone else is going to believe in you. And just like you said, you need the support of other people. But once you drive yourself and you get up every day and start your day with a positive outlook. Me personally, I try not to harbor a lot of negative. Because if you start your day negative, it's just going to unfold and negative energy is going to keep coming back to you.
You're preaching. You're preaching right now.
Praise the Lord. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, we're cooking right here. And we're cooking with love and having a great time.
Yes.
And look at that. Chef are going with things,
looking-
Good, You did a great job,
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, big chef,
With a little help from you.
No, you see, you were the one who helped me. But then after we finish this, we're going to do the frog. I wonder how we're going to cook that.
You can keep that. Because I'm still conditioning my mind. I was like, seriously, like, Kim, how are you going to do this? Because Boy, this is a years old. You don't understand. Like
the pressure that I just put
right
on
now,
you.
I want to know where the frog is because I need to know where to walk to come out of this place. I don't want nothing jump on me.
Guys, listen, you know what I just found out too? And also, what are one of the dating tips, great idea that you give to male and female who just meet each other? What kind of date away from traditional going out to dinner, go and catch a movie? What do you consider that is different, that is romantic?
That is romantic.
That is totally different from the norm.
You know what's romantic for me? I always say this, right? You can have
Let me take notes.
you have a lot of beautiful women out there.
Yes.
And nowadays everybody shape good because
Yeah.
you can get the shape if you don't have it. You can fix your face if you never did have the looks.
Yeah.
Well, and then beauty is relative, right?
Yes.
But what is most important for me is the mind. And what is extremely sexy to me is when we can get to a level of understanding through conversation, with intellect.
Nice.
When we're on that level, I feel like it's so it gets me high.
Yeah, it's doing
And I
things.
feel
It's
like-
doing things right now, guys. I understand we're having a real great conversation right now.
I'm crying. Justin's not killing me today. But for real though, like apart from the everything else that goes on in the relationship, being able to communicate and have that that flow, that seamless flow to me is like it's everything. So you need to make time for that too.
Make
Apart
time
from
for
going
that.
to the movies, going to the show, going to see Sierra together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even though I come here to see Sierra and it hide me all time.
Guys, I was super busy that night hanging out with her. But you know, she always can find me and me always can find her. So, you know what is so funny? Because I said something to a female the other day. She was like, Chef, what did you do for a first date? And I said, well, for me, I'm a little bit different in the traditional. I said, for a first date, I'll probably invite you to come and work with me in my kitchen. Mm-hmm. You know,
cool.
Stuff like that is so memorable because it's so different as to the typical things as to what people who do. You're like, okay, let's go to the beach. Let's go for a walk. Let's go have a drink. Let's sit down and get to know each other. And one of the tips when it comes on even to relationship, I always say, put all the cards on the table from the jump. You know?
And don't use your version of honesty. Some of us believe that we're honest because we give a version. Because I learned this. There are different levels of honesty.
Yes.
And there are different ways to be honest.
Yeah.
So you can choose to omit certain things from the honesty, but for argument's sake, like if we're arguing about it, you can say like that was the truth.
Yes.
So you have different types. Be completely honest.
Yeah. Let the person accept
Yeah.
it. Let them know what they're up against. If you're a little bit cuckoo, just say that you're a little bit cuckoo from the
I
jump.
doubt that's gonna happen
Yeah,
because if you're a little bit cuckoo, more than likely you don't know you're cuckoo.
Somebody have to tell you. Yeah, but right now I know there's so many people in your corner that give you support. You want to shout out some of the people that you know. I know you rock with them. Your co-hosts, VP Records. The list is probably so long.
Extensive, yes.
Yeah.
But I have to definitely shout out, as you mentioned, the VP Records family. Jennifer, oh my gosh, she has been a rock. And from the start, I have to mention Dane because Dane is the person that really got me into the VP family and
Yes.
got me in touch with them. I was hosting on Global Meds Radio, which is a little station in Brooklyn. And then I did an interview with Chris Martin back then, and I got in contact with Dane. And from then, that's been the synergy. I have to definitely bless up Princess Leisha, my friend, my cousin. I found out that we became friends and then we found out so we are cousins.
Wow.
And she's been there supporting me through everything, like from the start with our little camera, Jerk Fest and everything. She's been there. I have to big up my cousin and my Auntie Dawn. And Keisha have her body butter coming out soon. So you need to get your body butter. I'm going to bring you some.
Body butter, guys.
Body butter.
Yeah. All right, guys. So now you see all this pretty. So now you're gonna put the meat right here, you know, and let them see what's going on. Now take a nice scoop, and you're gonna put like 2 spoons right here, and the chef will do our finished touch now. What you're gonna do the finished presentation?
So you're unfair.
Thanks for the compliment.
Because you see how him take time and make sure him put on film stuff them before the camera turn on, and then him gonna make me now do it when the camera on. So if me mess it up, me can't even fix it.
I'm gonna help you now, cause I get the spoon and have the hole, so that way you don't have no drips all over the place, and then can see how professional you are. You still up, but right now you're a big chef. I don't think you need to go to school right now.
Me need to go to school.
So we can figure out how to cook the frog.
You know, you just keep bringing it back to that frog, and nothing is happening with that frog except for it's going to stay wherever we're gone.
Guys, listen. No, we're not cooking no frog. But guys, let the fans know where they can keep in touch with what you're going on, your social media and website and so forth.
Okay, so everything is Queen Bremer, and that's QueenBremer. It's Queen Bremer and All Things Dancehall, which is my radio platform. I'm bringing that back for 2020.
Nice.
A lot of people have been asking for that because the sole purpose of All Things Dancehall is to educate you about the culture. And in addition to that is to give artists looking for a platform, new artists, independent artists, a platform to utilize. So that's the purpose, and they've been asking for it, so it's coming back to a station near you. And we're going to deal with it nicely. So make sure you look out for All Things Dancehall, and it's Queen Bremer on every single thing you can think about. BREMMER. And that's actually my last name. People always ask me the question.
Oh, nice. You know what's so funny? I had Marcia Griffiths was here the other day, and we spoke about the music. We talk about the music in Jamaica as to how it has changed. How you think the music genre has changed over the years in Jamaica? Is it become more, I know for real, it's not more cultural lyrics than what we used to have back then. Now the music sometimes is a little bit too ratchet, too much out there. The new generation not actually learning anything much to motivate them and inspire them.
You know, that's a deep question, and it goes back to a lot of things happening around us, because I believe the music reflects what's happening socially in any cultural context. And this is a conversation we have. I'm doing a master's in youth studies, and we have this conversation a lot in class as to where's the limit, where do we draw that line. And we've given our youth space to express themselves as we say it, and we see this as expression. So some people say, oh, it's just an art form, and in some regard you cannot, you know, you cannot say no.
Yeah,
right?
but you still have to draw the line. There's some music where you feel like no, this is not.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah,
we need to find it. And you know, I always say this. When I was at UWI, I did an interview with Aishana for my final year project, and I remember her saying, "Oh, she'd never." At that time, Aishana wasn't the Aishana we know. She says, "I have a child. I would never behave the way certain artists behave." And now you see, I wish I could play that that interview, but it's not my property. It's the property of Karma.
Because she realized that's what sells.
So
you know, that's what sells. Sex sells.
And it's just it's a fact. And what we have to do now is then gear the minds of our youth to something else, so that something else can sell. You know, so it's not only you can't blame the artist only, because it's what's happening in the media all over, not just the music,
not just
in
the music.
everything. Look at Love and Hip Hop. It's taking over our screens, and what does it sell mostly? Conflict, controversy, ratchetness. It's ratchet TV. That's what we're selling. So the music encapsulates that. And yes, the music has changed significantly, because I believe back then, yes, you had artists have them nickel feud here and there, but I think there was more unity. Now this producer can't work with that artist because you know, it's a lot. So unity is missing, but the plus is social media.
Got it.
Because you don't have to be Beenie Man or Bounty Killer for bus nowadays, because you have the space to do so. But it also then speaks to the quality of stuff. We can just record something in the bathroom and it's shot. It's a hit.
And it's a hit.
So, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot to encapsulate, and I feel like what we need to do now as artists is to reflect and think about the person that you want to be when we look at history.
When you look back in history.
Yep.
And right now we're going to look back on the history. So let me finish this up, and then we're going to taste, and we're going to tell them what's going on. And Chef Adore thing, look on that, guys. Looking real good. It'll make a little bit of the juice kind of drizzle.
So is my plate this, right?
Are you going to plate this
one? I understand who else I go share. No. I love my belly now. And this alone is like half a meal for me.
No man, this are all you. Guys, we'll soon come back, and when we come back, we're gonna go right into tasting, and she'll tell you what I'm going and give her a review on her creation. I was just here hanging out with her. She's the one who cook. Cooking with love. So we do it, guys. Soon come back. You gotta teach me that one. Hey,
Alright, next up to I always dance when food is low. Are watching Cooking with Love. Keep it locked.
So the chef has left the building and it's time to taste the creation. And you know, I'm going to be brutally honest, even though I'm the one that kind of, you know, deal with something. So let's go ahead. No, that piece too big. All right. I need some to go. I need the entire thing in the pot because this is tasting delicious. Oh my gosh, I did this. So I don't think we need Chef Simpson anymore. I can just take over Cooking with Love because I'm an expert. Just one time in the kitchen with him and I'm an expert. You are the boss. It was a pleasure cooking on Cooking with Love. Chef Simpson, thank you for having me. And make sure you go and check out all the episodes on this channel, all the episodes coming out ever in life, because you don't want to miss the conversation and definitely the food. Oh my God.
Teach me that one. Hey.
Alright, next up to I always dance when food is low. You are watching Cooking with Love. Keep it locked.